Good evening, everybody. Andrew Zimmern here, coming at you almost live from beautiful Harborside Park in the lovely city of St. John's, Newfoundland. Newfoundland. Pronounce it properly, please. It's taken me years to do so. Without further ado, our top 5 video countdown from the latest episode of Bizarre Foods. Number 5, our day on the water with the cod fishermen. I mean, come on. 75 brothers, 35 sisters, 600 of them. Half the time I couldn't tell a word there they were saying.
Get one on this line, then that line. By the time he gets the line off and the fish up and hop out.
Just ribald, extortionist pirates of the ocean who are just as sweet as pie to hang out with. I love those guys. They put cod on the line for me and they gave me a taste of a slice of life that thankfully is coming back here in more abundance than it was before. And I'm not talking about the fish, I'm talking about the fishermen. For as long as there has been a rock here, there have been people making a living fishing off of it. The world economy ran on cod, for gosh sakes, hundreds of years ago. These men honor that beautiful food, and it is a way of life here that we hope never disappears. Cod fishermen of Newfoundland, I salute you. Number 4, screeching in the crew. Now look, yes, you've had to search around for it, online. If they even include it in the show, it's going to be a blip of a moment, but it's so much fun to turn the tables on the crew.
I'm doing a great job of playing along, but I cannot understand anything that they're really saying.
We run monster days. Everybody works twice as hard as they need to for, well, let's just say none of us are getting rich doing this, but we have a wonderful, wonderful time together. And it just, I don't know. There was something really, really nice about it. Number 3, my friend Todd Perrin, his restaurant, Mallard Cottage. I mean, talk about something that was almost taken from us forever. When he bought that building, it really was a labor of love. I'm not sure who else would have taken that because he had to pour so much into it to make it functional. But it's now fully restored. And as he so perfectly put it, I can't say it any better, he didn't build a restaurant, he built a place.
It's been here for 200 years, and hopefully it'll be here for another 200.
Something that's gonna stand for generations. His food is great. That seared seal loin was as good as eating gets, in my opinion.
Oh.
So Todd, you're your own guy, you dance to your own drum, and you don't take from anyone, and I really admire that. You're principled. Number 2, dinner with my friend Caroline at her brother Junior's house, having the Jigs dinner. What can I say? We really did come here to this beautiful place because after spending a couple hours with Caroline in Toronto, I knew that we had to come here. And she's just a pistol.
Come here, come here! I'll kick your arse sideways.
And she's 100% real, and I can just get her going and rev her up like it's nobody's business, and she knows how to get me too.
Stop right there. You didn't learn your lesson.
Family meals just hold a special place in my heart. To share a meal in someone's home and have them be so gracious to us is always a treat. But with so much real culture still going on inside people's homes, remember, the weather here is oftentimes inhospitable, and times have been very hard historically here on this island. So, cooking a simple meal at home to fortify yourself for the next day or for the day that's going to continue over the last dying light of the fire, and then standing around and playing some homemade instruments really, really still goes on here. And, I mean, come on, it was fantastic. And that's number 2. Number 1, it's always the last thing that we shoot. Lesson learned for everybody out there who's going to shoot something with us, be the last night. You always get top spot. Well, I would have picked Jeremy Charles anyway. He's a very, very special man, and he has taken the food culture of the people who live here, and he's hoisted it up on his shoulders, and with absolutely no ego, something very rare in this business, I know a little bit about that, has just sort of marched it into a very special place on the global stage. His restaurant, Raymond's, is fantastic. His food is brilliant. But all you have to do is see his smile when the scallop bag came into the boat to understand that what really thrills him is being out in the world. And he holds a very special place in the hearts, not only of Newfoundlanders, but also of all Canadians. His restaurant is in the conversation for best restaurant in the country year after year after year, and it's deserved. Newfoundland is a beautiful, beautiful place with kind, happy people who really do not care what other people think of them. And I don't think there's a nicer thing you can say about anybody than that. Until next time, arrivederci.